cyclists are now on the road. More bike lanes too to keep them safe. But more needs to be done to keep the cyclists secure. And one apparent need is to educate motorists, motorbike riders, pedestrians, as well as cyclists themselves about safe cycling and proper use of bike lanes.
There are more bike lanes now in major thoroughfares in Metro Manila. In fact, the DOTR reports that there are now 296 kilometers of bike lanes in the metro, complete with pavement markings, installed bollards, curbs, and solar studs. And plans call for the completion of 535 kilometers of bike lanes in Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, and Metro Davao. Still a common sight is the bike lanes being encroached on by motorcycles and other vehicles. Some vehicles park on the lane itself, forcing cyclists to go around them and become vulnerable to accidents. And it's not only other motorists at fault. Some cyclists don't bother to use the lanes, and on streets without bike lanes, some cyclists seem to think that they're exempt from following traffic rules and regulations. Some out of ignorance of traffic regulations. Others because they really don't care to follow regulations. The DOTR is leading efforts to educate cyclists and other motorists as well as commuters about how to safely use bikes on streets and national roads. This has led to the publication of the Active Transport Guidelines passport-sized booklet, which aims to educate cyclists, motorists, pedestrians, and other road users with regard to safety, courtesy, and etiquette while using the country's roads. This manual for bikers contains safety guidelines and pointers for cyclists, including the proper use of safety gear, regular bicycle inspection and maintenance, the use of hand signals. The manual also teaches cyclists on how to identify blind spots and avoid crashes, and how to make safe right and left turns, and on-road and traffic protocols. The publication of the Active Transport Manual has gotten the support of other government agencies like the DPWH, Department of Interior and Local Governments, Department of Health, and the MMDA, as well as groups like the Move as One Coalition and the private sector like SM Supermalls. SM Supermalls is among the first to recognize that cycling can play an important role in personal mobility or transport during the pandemic and perhaps even in a post-COVID-19 world. It is supporting the cycling movement by installing bike racks at SM Malls. It's also seen the establishment of 80 bike repair stations nationwide. Now, SM Supermalls and the DOTR have collaborated in an initiative to distribute 140,000 active transport or bike manuals in English and in Filipino to the public for free in all SM Malls nationwide. During the launch of the initiative to distribute the DOTR SM Bike Manual, Transport Secretary Arthur Tagada indicated that cycling will be encouraged as a viable addition to existing modes of transportation. Health authorities are also supporting the use of bicycles, saying that aside from mitigating environmental pollution, the use of active transport is an effective way to social distance and promote mental and physical wellness, especially this time of the pandemic. MMDA Chairman Benner Abalos supports the establishment of more bike lanes and the distribution of the DOTR SM Bike Manual to promote road safety, courtesy, and etiquette, not just for bikers but for all road users.
We should hope that the bike manuals being distributed for free are actually read and the information learned and taken to heart by cyclists and all those who share the road. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.